This is not a hypothetical, it's happening right now in 2026 to real truck drivers across the United States, 200,000 of them, gone, licenses stripped, livelihoods disrupted, businesses shut down overnight. At the same time, the industry is already screaming about a driver shortage. Freight rates are climbing, supply chains are under pressure, and now the government just removed 200,000 experienced drivers from the road. Is this a safety win, or a supply chain disaster waiting to happen? Today, we break down the full story, the law, the numbers, the human impact, the industry consequences, and what comes next. This is one of the most important stories in trucking in 2026. Let's get into it. Welcome back. This channel covers the real business and policy side of trucking. No fluff, no spin, just facts and analysis so you can understand what's really happening. Today's topic is politically charged, emotionally charged, and economically significant. We will cover every angle fairly, the government's case, the driver's case, and the industry's case, so you can make up your own mind. First, what actually changed? On February 13, 2026, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration issued the Non-Domiciled CDL Final Rule. It took effect March 16, 2026. A non-domiciled CDL is a commercial license issued by a U.S. state to someone whose primary residence is outside the United States, or who is here on temporary status. For years, many states issued these licenses to immigrants with legal work authorization, refugees, asylum seekers, DACA recipients, and people with temporary protected status. The new rule narrows eligibility to three categories: H-2A agricultural workers, H-2B seasonal non-agricultural workers, and E-2 treaty investors. Employment authorization alone no longer qualifies. States must verify immigration status through SAVE before issuing, renewing, or upgrading a non-domiciled CDL. Drivers don't lose licenses immediately. Existing non-domiciled drivers may continue until their current CDL expires, but it's a slow phase out with a clear destination. Most cannot renew. Now the numbers. Of roughly 200,000 non-domiciled CDL drivers, about 194,000, an estimated 97%, are being phased out over the next 2 to 3 years. Think about that, nearly an entire category of licensed commercial drivers gone. California has been hit especially hard, with thousands of cancellations in a single day as federal pressure mounted. Nationally, nearly 1 in 6 commercial truckers is an immigrant. Remove a significant portion of that workforce and every supply chain in America feels it. This is already happening on the highway, not a theoretical future. The government's argument has two pillars: road safety and regulatory integrity. Officials point to high-profile incidents and say the system must ensure proper vetting. They argue that some foreign driving records cannot be queried like domestic ones, creating verification gaps. Within a broader immigration crackdown, the message is simple: remove unlawfully qualified drivers, and American drivers will fill the space. Critics respond with 5 points. First, most of these drivers were here legally when licensed, following the rules that existed. Second, the safety case doesn't match the broader data. Fatigue, speeding, distraction, and hours violations predict crashes far more than immigration status. Third, the industry cannot absorb this loss amid persistent recruitment challenges. Fourth, owner-operators stand to lose entire businesses, not just jobs. Fifth, litigation is active and timelines could shift. Implementation is uneven, creating a patchwork of state responses. Some states halted issuance under federal direction, others changed testing rules, a few partially resumed processes. For carriers, this is a compliance nightmare. License status can change based on where a driver lives and when they renew. What can affected drivers do? Path 1. Attempt a visa change to H-2A, H-2B, or E-2, often difficult or impractical. Path 2. Shift to non-driving logistics roles, possible but with trade-offs. Path 3. Pursue legal remedies as courts weigh challenges. Path 4. Consult an immigration attorney to map options before triggering renewals or transfers. Path 5. Exit the industry. Tragically for some, the likely outcome. What does this mean for the market and consumers? The trucking sector in 2026 already faces a tighter capacity environment, with higher spot rates and elevated load-to-truck ratios. Removing 194,000 drivers intensifies the squeeze, risking delays, higher transport costs, and knock-on price pressure. Some large shippers and agencies have updated contractor requirements, raising bars on verification and language proficiency. The promise that domestic drivers will seamlessly fill the gap runs against long-standing pipeline constraints. What should you do right now? Carriers, audit your roster, track license expirations, forecast workforce gaps, recruit early, and diversify. Affected drivers, seek legal counsel immediately, document status, and understand timelines before renewal. American-born drivers and owner-operators, expect near-term rate support, but plan for volatility. Shippers, build redundancy, assess exposure to non-domiciled drivers, and lock in contracts ahead of further tightening. Everyone, watch the courts. Rulings could alter timing and compliance obligations. Bottom line, this policy prioritizes immigration restriction and domestic preference over short-term freight capacity. 200,000 drivers, 194,000 losing their path to renewal. A market already under strain, and a domestic pipeline that has struggled for years. The legal fight continues. The market impact will play out over months and years. The human stories behind those licenses are just beginning to be told. Informed people make better decisions. Whether you're a carrier, a driver, a shipper, or simply someone who relies on goods moved by truck, understanding this policy and its consequences puts you ahead. Do you support this rule? Will it help or hurt American trucking? Share your view, keep it respectful, and subscribe for weekly breakdowns. No spin, just facts. Stay informed out there.